guys, I am doing another quick check-in as of our post reset group. I actually, we're like 5 days out from completing the entire 21-day reset program, and you know, I didn't do as many updates during the end of the reset, just because I kind of started to feel as if it was getting a little repetitive. So I waited, and now that we've finished, I wanted to give a quick review and just talk a little bit about why we did it, and you know, what some of our feedback is, as well as our recommendations. So and just really like share my results. We did get some blood work done on Monday, so I won't have that back for another week or so. So after that, I'd love to share all of the medical side results. But as of right now, just wanted to give a little background as to why we decided to do it. For me, I know I wanted to complete it really because, you know, if I'm helping people stay accountable to their group, and if I'm guiding people through this program, I felt like I needed to do it myself. When I first found out about it, I had known it was definitely something that was, you know, that had interested me, because I had actually started to switch off to a more vegan and vegetarian lifestyle back in November. I started off with a 3-day juice cleanse, and then I switched directly into another 27 days or so raw vegan. After that, I had mostly seafood and eggs. Once in a while, I'd have dairy, like in my coffee if I had to. But other than that, that was really it. And I had to say, I did this alongside of my husband, which made it a lot easier. So that's one of my recommendations, is that if you are doing this, definitely, you know, do it with a friend or a spouse or someone that you know that you hang out with a lot, or you know, it'll definitely keep you accountable more so, as well as it'll make it a lot easier sharing tasks and preparation of some of the foods, things like that. What I think I got most out of it was being a part of a group. And one of the reasons is that, you know, I had a group of like 20 other people we were all doing this together. So every day, if somebody had a question or an issue, you know, there was an entire group for us to go out and ask, you know, or share what was happening each day. So I'd say on that group, each day there were about 30 or so posts happening, which is pretty powerful. So I'd also recommend that if you are doing this or planning on doing this, you'd want to be a part of an accountability group. It's something that you definitely need to do. So again, just to reiterate for anybody who hadn't maybe seen any of the past videos, just explaining a little bit of what the Ultimate Reset is Beachbody's new 21-day food-based, I don't want to call it a cleanse, not really a cleanse, it's a cellular reset. So cellular meaning it really changes what's happening internally. It reduces inflammation, which is great for people with joint pain and other illnesses. It also has been shown to reduce cholesterol in a lot of people who have completed. Can't wait to get my results back, just to kind of see where that stands, even though I pretty much was low on everything prior to beginning. And essentially, you know, what happens is you drink a lot of water. I've been drinking about 90 ounces or so, like 3 of these each day. You also take some supplements prior to eating your foods, and then you're given a system of foods, you know, how to prepare them, what to cook, and when to eat them. So it's a great program that's completely laid out for you, which makes it very simple. I have looked at some of the other ones that are kind of book-based, and it's not as structured. So for me, I know that I like to have something that's much more structured and easier to follow. Now, for my husband, he saw really amazing results. He's more of a meat and potatoes kind of guy. So, in a few minutes, I'll share exactly some of his results. Another thing is that preparing the foods, I found that was a little tedious. I'm used to preparing a lot of my foods in bulk, so I eat a lot of the same things every day almost. So I wasn't used to having such a variety of meals. I have to say I enjoyed the variety. However, being able to, or having to, make so many different meals and so many different ingredients so often, it really did take a lot of time to prepare everything. So again, if you do it with somebody else, it's fun to kind of share tasks. So normally what I would do is, those who know me, I make like a lot of my foods in bulk. So I did that with some of them. I made some of the grains a lot of the times in bulk. I made just a few of the foods that I noticed that we would eat multiple times throughout, every so often. I would make them and have them already prepared, so that way I could grab and go. Sometimes I would leave the house very early and not get back all day, so I'd just pack everything and bring it along with me. And again, our reviews of the foods were great. We were very surprised. I liked everything, which I kind of assumed I would. So I've already been eating somewhat like this. But my husband, again, who's more of a meat and potatoes kind of guy, he loved a lot of the recipes, especially the zucchini cashew soup, things like that. Life kind of happens as you're going along with this. So I was very surprised that, we were able to kind of just get on with our life, even though, there's always events, there's always things happening. We were able to still get through and get by and do the things that we need to do, such as, going to a party and being around other foods. I had to compete as a contestant in a salsa dance competition. Somehow that, that was fine. Normally you're not supposed to work out or do very light activities such as yoga and tai chi and stretching, walking, things like that. And then the very last day, I ran a 5K, which I wouldn't have done if that was in the middle of the program, because you're not supposed to do anything that would build lactic acid in your body. So, such as weightlifting or anything tedious. So I did stay away from that, but the last day I just figured, what the heck. It was a good cause. It was the very last day. Completely fine. Another thing is when I did go out to eat, due to other events and things that were happening in my life, I just made requests to get the dishes that I need to get prepared. I explained to them what I needed, and you get what you ask for. So that was pretty cool. I realized that now I can start to go out and do things without worrying that, I'm not going to be able to eat something there, or it's just making requests. Pretty simple. So for our results, I lost 10 pounds. I'm down 1 inch off my waist, 1 inch off my hips, about 1.5 inches off my chest, plus some other areas I saw reductions in size. So I was really quite surprised with that, especially with 10 pounds. So I'm like down like a size, which is pretty amazing considering. My husband is down 14 pounds. And the same thing with him, like lots of inches lost. It looks like, I think, like at least 2 inches around his waist. And I think for him, I'm really going to be surprised with the results on his blood test. So I can't wait to fill everybody in on that. Also, I saw an improvement on a skin allergy that I had. I was able to reduce my medication to like every few days, like every 3 or 4 days instead of every day. I have a weird skin rash that sometimes gets very itchy, almost like hive-like situation. And that kind of went away. After post-reset, I gave myself a little treat of a vegan brownie. And I noticed directly after I started to get itchy and the hives kind of came back, and I realized that the crust was not gluten-free, that it was wheat crust. So had I not, I probably had never known that I was maybe a little bit sensitive to wheat. Now I know that. Also, glowing skin. A lot of people were commenting on our skin, and I know for myself, I had a lot more energy, which is pretty cool. Definitely noticed difference. Not so much the first and second week, but the third week. First and second week, I definitely, I slept more, and I definitely needed rest in the middle of the day. I think it's just because we were operating on such low calories. And by the third week, it's just like all the, I think your body's kind of cleansed at that point, and you're just like, you have this abundance of energy. So post-reset, for 5 days out, I'm still eating a lot of the recipes, and I'm happy to say that I now, I'm going back to all my Shakeology each day, which I'm loving my tropical Shakeology. I've maintained my weight loss, and Craig is actually also down 1 more pound. I haven't had any sugar since we even started. Haven't had caffeine. And again, no dairy or anything. So I'm pretty much still following the plan. The only thing I kind of had was that dessert, the vegan dessert. And I can say that my level of consciousness of my food and water intake, that's probably the most important thing that I've gotten out of this, was that I'm really now looking at like what I'm putting into my body. As far as like my water intake, I'm still drinking all of the water that I was drinking before, or during the 21 days, so that's really good. And I'm just more conscious about what I'm eating and how I'm preparing it. So this kind of way of living is just now like, it did become a little bit of a habit. So now I am following that, which is pretty amazing. So, I just want to thank everybody for cheering me on and staying connected and asking questions and having interest in this. If anybody else is interested in being a part of one of our future reset groups, please reach out to me. You can email me. Also head over to my site, www.karmafit.net. You can there is some information there as well on reset. And definitely contact me and tell me right away that you are interested in being a part of our group. So thanks again, everybody, and I will be checking in a few more days with our blood results.